What is up, Nephilim? This is the Chig coming at you with another Diablo 3 build guide. Today we are going to be talking about a build that my friend so lovingly calls Lightning Pony. This one is one of the most fun builds for T16 and key farming. Getting out there, just turning your brain off and watching some videos. Before we get started though, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that bell notification icon so you get notified every time I come out with a new video. Anyway, let's jump right into it. We are using the Valor set here on the Crusader. 2 set. Attacking with Fist of the Heavens empowers you, allowing Heaven's Fury to deal 125% increased damage for 5 seconds. Stacks up to 3 times. We don't have Heaven's Fury on the bar. We don't worry about that. 4 set. Hitting with Fist of the Heavens returns 5 Wrath and reduces damage taken. That's going to keep our toughness up. 6 set. Increases the damage of Fist of the Heavens and Heaven's Fury by 15,000%. We are only using Fist of the Heavens, so that's all we care about. It's going to give us some Wrath back, and it is going to reduce the damage we take. It is pretty amazing. It is getting us going. Alright, so we are also wearing Squirt's Necklace because Squirt's Necklace is amazing. If you can ever take advantage of it, you should wear it. It is giving you 100% multiplicative DPS at all times until you take damage, and then it's making you get hit harder. Orzekian Arm Guards, making us run faster when we break objects. As you're going to see when I show you the gameplay, we are going to be zooming. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be super fun. Super fast. Vigilante Belt. So, this used to only give you cooldown. Now, it also says, while Steed Charge is active, Fist of the Heaven deals increased damage equal to your movement speed and is automatically called down on a random nearby enemy at an interval based on your attack speed if it is on your action bar. Well, it is on our action bar. We have a bunch of things that are increasing our movement speed. We'll talk about that in a second. So this is just always going ham. You're going to see it. It's going to be great. All we have to do is keep things on cooldown without paying attention to them and Steed Charge. It is amazing. We're using Pandemonium Loop. Enemies slain while feared die in a bloody explosion for 800% weapon damage and cause other nearby enemies to flee in fear. We care that this makes other things flee in fear. That's the big thing there. Rochelle's Ring of Larceny. Gain 51% increased movement speed after fearing an enemy. That's what we care about there. Also has chance fear on hit, so that's going to be helping us out. As you can see, neither of these have strength on them because I put this together using my monk. So all of my offset pieces, except for my belt, have dex. Alright, we have the Flail of the Charge. What the Flail of the Charge does, Norvald's Favor 2 set with the Shield of the Steed. We have increased the duration of Steed Charge by 2 seconds. In addition, killing an enemy reduces the cooldown of Steed Charge by 1 second. Gain 200% damage while using Steed Charge and for 5 seconds after it ends. So we are just using Steed Charge all the time. That's the only button we have to push. We always want to be Steed Charging because that's going to auto cast our damage. It's going to increase our damage. It's going to be casting things to get our defense up. It's going to be great. So let's talk about the stats. First thing, cooldown. Put cooldown everywhere you can. That is the biggest thing. You want to be able to get your cooldowns back as fast as possible. Put cooldown wherever you can. And then you want crit, crit damage, crit hit chance. You're good to go. That's about it. Get your Fist of the Heavens damage where you can. So I got it on my boots. I don't have it everywhere I can, but I do have it in a couple of places. You also want lightning damage on your bracers and on your neck if you can get it. Because holy damage. I'm sorry. Holy damage for Fist of the Heavens. Alright, so let's talk about the gems. Got Shard of Hatred in the hat. You now deal 10% increased damage for every enemy instead of 5. And you deal 15% reduced damage while you have 3 or fewer enemies within 25 yards. If more than 3 enemies are within the same distance, you deal 10% increased damage because it's leveled up per enemy up to a maximum of 50%. So we're just zooming through. We're almost always having more than one unless we're on the Rift Guardian, and then that's what we're doing. We have Gogok of Swiftness. This is giving us cooldown reduction, attack speed, and dodge. All 3 things we need in our build. It's amazing. Dodge is but attack speed and cooldown reduction are amazing. Zai's Stone of Vengeance, we're just dealing damage the further we are away from things, and since we're zooming, we are real far away from them, and then we start casting as soon as they get on our screen. And then we are using Pandemonium Loop. And the reason we're using not Pandemonium Loop, but Boon of the Hoarder. The reason we're using Boon of the Hoarder is because we have Gold Wrap in the cube, and we have Avarice Band on our follower that's pulling in all the gold all the time. So our toughness is basically going to be infinity. Then we have resistance in our gear, just to get our resist up, get our toughness up. All right, so let's talk about the cube. We have Dark Light, Fist of the Heavens, now cast twice and deals 1,000% more damage. This is just amazing. It makes speedrunning a joke. We have Gold Wrap to get our defense going. We'll talk about another version of the build where this is not what's in the cube. And we have Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac to get our cooldowns back faster so we can keep our Akrat's Champion up, or Provoke, or Iron Skin, and our Laws of Hope. That way we're always moving faster. We're trying to get our movement speed as fast as we possibly can. Potion, whatever flavor you like, grab your potion. Let's talk about the skills. We got Fist of the Heaven, Divine Well. Call forth a pillar of lightning from the heavens that explodes, dealing weapon damage as wholly. Within 8 yards, the explosion creates charged bolts that deal weapon damage. Cackle with holy lightning and zap enemies. It's just a big AoE. It does great. Laws of Hope. The big thing here, empower the law surrounding you and empowering you so you can run faster and with impeded movement speed, unimpeded movement speed, and 50% faster. So you want to just keep this on cooldown. It's amazing. Steed Charge, Endurance, increase the duration. We just want to be running as fast as we can, as far as we can, all of the time. Iron Skin Flash, if you take damage while Iron Skin is active, your movement speed is increased for 5 seconds. You can move through enemies. We literally just want to keep this buff up, so if we get hit, we move faster. Provoke, fears everybody, makes you run faster. So the thing is, you have to be within the nearby enemy radius. So you got to be in melee range, but if you fear them, you get to proc your Rachel's Ring of Larceny, so it makes you run faster. Akrat's Champion, Prophet. First time you take damage, keeps you alive or whatever. Also increases your damage and wrath regeneration, and increases your armor. So it makes you more tanky, gives you another cheat death, and then that leads us right into Indestructible. Gives you a cheat death, right? It's amazing. Finery, more strength per gem. We have tons of gems. We have tons of strength. Long Arm of the Law makes your Laws of Hope last longer, so it makes you run faster longer. And then you have to have Heavenly Strength because you have to have a two-hander in your main hand. Reduces damage dealt by 20%. We don't really care too much about that. That's the build, guys. Let me show you how it works. This is a really, really fun way to do it. So you start your Rift. So, first thing you do, pop your Iron Skin, and then your Prophet, and then you run. And then you look for mobs. That's it. Alright, cool. Look, we found some. Let's go. Keep your buffs up. You don't even really have to pay attention to them. And you run. That is it. That's all you have to do. You really only have to stop to pick up legendaries. Only have to stop to pick up what you need. And you just literally run. Pop your cooldowns. Make sure you're running around. Make sure you got your steed up. See, I messed up there. I made a mistake. I got out of steed charge before the cooldown was over. So I wasn't able to get back on the horse. Right? But the whole thing is you just, after your horse falls off, repop your buffs. And then get right back on it. Look, bang, 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 bang. And then back on the horse. You just pop all your buffs and you keep rolling, right? And then that's literally all you have to do. You do not have to think. You can literally just run around, horse falls off, buff, 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 run around. And you just, the better your gear gets, the more damage you do, obviously. Remember, most of my gear has dexterity on it. My gear is not good. I am literally running around with gear that is for my monk. And I am absolutely deleting T16, right? Like, this is just a really easy, really fun, really chill build. You don't have to have, like, good versions of anything. You just have to have the items, right? Get your gems leveled up. My Zais and things are basically the minimum level they have to be. They're not leveled up at all. They're level 25, right? You do not have to have a whole lot to make this work. Great for farming, great for just running around. It's good for doing basically anything that lets you pick up gold while you're doing it. I will show you guys the bounty version and the greater rift speed version soon. I just wanted to make sure I got this one out to you guys quick because this is early in the season. This is where most people are. They're getting their farm on in normals, getting their their gold and their mats and all that. So here's Rift Guardian. Pop your Akra's champion. Hop on your pony. Run around him. And there you go. Bob's your uncle, right? Super easy. No problems. Fun to play. Easy money. Just dropping everything. Let's keep rolling, guys. Keep rolling. Anyway, that's it for this one. I will see you guys in Sanctuary. Happy farming.